Hello everybody. Okay, so this video is going to be primarily for the energies that are surrounding us on the 17th when we have a solar eclipse in Aquarius, and then on the 3rd of March we will have a lunar eclipse in Virgo. So I'm going to go do all the signs. I'm going to go through all the signs. I'm also going to tell you which houses it's going to affect in your birth chart. And I'm going to be basing this off rising signs. So if you don't know what your rising sign is, go get a birth chart reading on Google. It's free, it's simple. Put your date of birth, the time, location, and it will give you what your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements are. Venus placements are going to be very important because Venus goes into retrograde in a couple of months' time. But for now, this is about the solar eclipse in Aquarius and the lunar eclipse in Virgo, because they tie up, and they will usually bring like sudden brand new beginnings or major brand new beginnings and brand new endings. Brand new beginnings and endings as well. So I'm going to get the energies out for all of you and kind of find out what it is that Source wants us to work on or work through these beginnings and these endings, also basing it on the houses. So we'll start with Aries and then we'll go all the way down. So get comfortable. You can have a look at all your other placements, but primarily this is for the rising signs. So Aries, this is hitting you. The solar eclipse is hitting you in your 11th house that's in Aquarius, and this is all about the community that you have built for yourself, your friendship circles, your group activities. So you could see a major ending or new beginning there. Okay, so I mean, you could meet someone and really hit it off with them as friends. You could also end the relationships that you have with these individuals, with your friends, with your community, with people around you. So this could be something that's quite major for you. You have the Saturn card that's come out and the Pluto card, and I know that Pluto's in Aquarius, so I think this is going to be major for you, Aries. And then on the 3rd of March, when we have the lunar eclipse in Virgo, it's going to hit your 6th house. 6th house is all about your work, how you are of service to others, how you can incorporate your friendship circles with a sense of duty to others. It's also a bit of a wibbly wobbly area in your chart, because it can show you where there could be illnesses, there could be injuries, there could be things like your health. Also, just having a look at like subordinates, so people that you hire, people that you kind of, if you don't hire anyone and you work with people, it could be like new people coming into your workplace, new people coming into your space in how you deal with your work, and you could meet new friends, you could end some, someone might decide that they want to leave and go somewhere else. But that's primarily, you have the 11th house and the 6th house with these solar and lunar eclipse. Now we have, I'm hoping you can see, well, we have meditate, time, affluence, and power in the one decks. So we have affluence and power, and we have time and meditate. I feel like for some of you, Aries out there, you're kind of rushing the process of trying to get ahead into wherever you are. Or if this isn't it, if you're not rushing, I think time may speed up for you when it comes to this area. Could be your, like I said, your 11th house and your 6th house, which is, again, service to others. 11th house is your friendship circles, places and people that you work with. Okay, let's get a feel for the energies. We've got the King of Swords, We have the Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Devil energy, and the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and time here. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Seven of Cups to the Knight of Swords to the Ten of Wands. Okay, I know what this is. Some of you are a little bit confused when it comes to, am I supposed to be doing this for others? Am I supposed to be carrying the load for others? Am I supposed to be doing the work with others? Just because I have the willpower, the determination, the clarity, the wisdom, the knowledge to do it, does it mean that I have to invest my time in helping others? When do I get to help me? Because I just want to invest in my happiness. I want to invest in things that make me feel joyful, make things that make me feel pleased. But I feel like I have this pull towards helping others. I feel like it's being designated to me. It's like, oh, here you go, Aries. These are your responsibilities. These are your obligations. You have to do them. And there we go. But no, that something's going to change because you've got the Wheel of Fortune there and time. So I feel like something that's going to happen around your feelings of how you serve your community, how you serve your friends. You're learning as well with the Page of Pentacles there, is you are learning to not really do the things that you're supposed to be doing. You are learning that you're not obligated to do these things. I want to see if I can pull this so that I can show you these cards. Okay, so it's like I have the wisdom and the knowledge, affluence. I have everything in my power to know exactly what it is that I want to do, what it is that I need to do. I have the experience. So maybe that is why people come to me. Maybe that is why they ask me to do all these things for them. But really and truly, I just want to invest in my happiness. I want to invest in things that are making me feel joyful, things that are making me feel happy, content. When do I get to just live my life and be happy and free as and when I please? And then with the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like it's only a matter of time that you begin to really, really see that you're going to detach from this. You have the power to break free from this. This is what Source is saying to you. And with the Page of Pentacles there, it's like you're learning how to tell these people, I know I can get it done faster because I'm competent in this area of field. I know I can get it done quicker and more precise. It's like, when you've learned a recipe over and over and over again, and then you're teaching it new to someone and it takes them 30 minutes, and then the boss comes in and says, oh, Aries, you just do it, you can get it done in 5 minutes. And it's like, but I've got other things to do, so why are you asking me to do it? Something that will take me 5 minutes, this other person's not going to learn how to do it in 5 minutes if you keep palming it off to me. And for some reason, I feel like that is leaving you a little bit confused, because you're just like, am I meant to be doing this forever? Do I need to be doing this forever? Because you've got time to go there. You're people do see you as dignified. They see you with someone that has a lot of strength, a lot of determination, a lot of willpower. But Source is saying, hey, listen, it's time to go from this. Okay, you need to make your mind up, Aries. And I think this eclipse season, and I forgot to say, these could last to 1 or 2 years. So in a year or two, you could really just be looking at your life and thinking, do I want to forever stay in this situation, in these places, with these people? Do I continuously want to serve? Or do I actually want to just do what's right for me, make myself happy? God forbid I do something that's going to make me happy. So we also have like go the distance. And go the distance is sticking to a decision. It's making sure that you are... Is it going to focus? Are you going to focus? Anyway, go the distance as you finishing the crossing line, making sure that you are thinking about these things, but you're also implementing them, Aries. You're not just kind of saying, it's not stop and start. Okay, you need to go the distance with this. So you need to communicate. King of Swords, you need to communicate to these people. You know, yes, I know I have the knowledge and wisdom. Yes, I know I have the experience, but is it really my job? Like, it's time. It's time that you detach yourself away from these things. It's time that you detach yourself from these obligations. They're not yours to carry, Aries. They're not yours to kind of, just because you're proficient, just because you're efficient in the things. No. Okay? It's not your job. So we have chopped wood, soulmate, and breathe. I kind of think this is the same message for you here, Aries. Like, chop wood, like, you need to get going with this. You cannot suffer in silence for a long time. Communicate how you feel as well. For a lot of you, it could be that you're learning how to communicate. You're learning how to use your wisdom and knowledge. Yeah, you're learning how to invest your time correctly into people, things, places that matter, that really do suit you. You're learning how to please yourself first and make yourself happy and content. And you're learning how to shift and change. Yeah, there's a shift and change there. You're also learning to break away from the negativity, to break away from the self-doubt, to break away from the hateful words and the talks. You're learning how to be less confused, or you're learning that you have more options, that there's more options available to you, Aries. You're also learning that some things you don't need to come in and rush and save everyone, because it's too heavy, Aries. You don't need to rush in and save everyone. People can look after themselves. It's only because they can see that you're willing and you're capable that I feel some people are taking advantage of you. So I think the way you serve others that are within your community, your friendship circles, and your hopes. We saw that with the nine of cups. Like, you are hopeful that one day you will begin to invest in yourself, or maybe one day you will find a soulmate that will invest in you. So I want to have a look and see what these are. We have soulmate. Can we clarify soulmate? Thank you. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So this is definitely about your friends, okay, the 11th house. Friendship circles. I feel like a lot of you have nurtured some of your soulmates that represent as friends and as people. I think you've been always there to help them, even financially, when they have not had the help, but have they returned the favor? And I feel like you have been an emotional anchor to these people. You've been an emotional anchor to them for such a long time. And now, Aries, you're kind of like, I'm fed up. I'm done with this. I don't want this anymore. But what I will say with the Four of Cups, this is a bit of a difficult card to read, because you do get complacent, you do get fed up, you do get tired and bored of doing the same things over and over again. But there is that one cup, that opportunity, that destined opportunity. We saw that with the Wheel of Fortune, that you may just have someone coming in and giving you the love, the respect, the care, the attention that you truly deserve. I feel like for a long time, Aries, you've anchored people down because you're safe, you're secure, you're a person that people can go to, you know, and you also give really good advice. Really good advice. Advice that is probably better than a counsellor's advice because you empathize with them. Yeah, 10 of Cups, a new chapter with the World, and 6 of Swords. I love this. So this is the advice. You're moving on to a time, Aries, where you're going to be so happy and fulfilled that mentally you're just moving away onto calmer shores. You're closing out the chapter of this in your life, the world. It's the eclipse season, major endings, major beginnings. And I feel like quite possibly there could be someone that comes along, but because you're so not distracted, because you're so fed up of past experiences and being left out all the time and feeling like you can't ask anyone for help because you are the anchor for everyone. So now it's sort of like source is saying to you, don't worry, Aries, we've got you. It's divinely fated and destined. Wheel of fortune, time, affluence, power, time to go. The journey that you've been on, you're progressing. And it's a journey that you may want to just embark on. Don't be so fed up that you get to a point where you say, I don't want to do this anymore. And you miss that chance. Okay, for a lot of you, meditation is going to help. Okay, a lot of meditating, knowing that you have progressed, you've come far in your journey, Aries. You've come really far in your journey, so you should be proud of yourself. I'm sure there was one more. There we go. You're dignified, and you have the strength to achieve this, so you must believe in yourself, Aries. Well, I will be back to do this for you guys I think the next one we are looking at is when Uranus transits from Taurus into Gemini. So I will be back to give you a lowdown on what is happening then. But that's what I have for you, Aries. Take care. Taurus, hello. We have a solar eclipse in Aquarius on the 17th of February, and then we have a lunar eclipse in Virgo on the 3rd of March. So I wanted to get a message out. I was called to get a message out for you guys by source to tell you what advice you need to work with these energies, because they're huge. It's a major new beginning and major ending to the specific houses that are in your chart. So this is for Taurus rising. Go have a look at your birth chart, check your sun, moon and rising placements. You can go online and Google and do it. It's free. You need your time, your date, your location of birth, and then it will tell you what your big threes are. So for you, Taurus, the solar eclipse is happening in your 10th house of career, reputation, jobs, all those kind of things. And the lunar eclipse on the 3rd of March is happening in your 5th house. So that's all to do with children. Children, pleasure, joy, sexuality. So that will come into highlight. So connecting your career to your children, you can if you want to, but it could just be two different things that don't correlate. It could just be that these are the things that you need to look out for on a separate, that's non-correlated. Okay, so 10th house, we have death. So for a lot of you Taurians, you are changing up your way of working. We also have feminine energy. Funnily enough, we have home. I'm going to take that because I like that, because I want that. I want to find out. Okay, so like I said, this is for Taurus rising. So divine feminine energy and home. But there's something ending here with the death card, Scorpio energy, where your career could come at I don't want to say dead end, but you could decide that that's it. I'm changing my careers. I want to do something completely different. If you're a mechanic before, you probably want to go into, I don't know, computing, vice versa, hairdressing. It could be because of creativity. You may want to go into something that's a little bit more creative in your career. You want to work with your hands a little bit more. You want to serve the divine feminine energy. You may want to decide that you want to work from home. A lot of you may be taking your career, your skills, your expertise, cutting down on costs of overheads and deciding I want to work from home now, and I want to give service or create an environment where the divine feminine feels safe around me. Okay, we have opposition with confrontation. We have the moon, perception, and we have Juno, partnership. So there could be some kind of, again, home confrontation, opposition with a partnership in the way that you raise your children, in the way that you see the kind of where you want your children to go, how go to school, go to university, how you want them raised, what their responsibilities are in the home. It could be also career-wise, you decide that you need to change your perception and begin to work from home. It could cause not friction, but it could cause friction with your other half if you live with another half, or if you live with family, and you decide that you want people to be coming into your house now, where you offer services to them that's in more of a creative side. So you have why. So a lot of you are asking the question as to why. Then we have fork in the road. So there's definitely some decisions that you need to make here, Taurus, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your children. Like I said, maybe you butt heads. You want to do things one way, your partner wants to do it another way, or you want, if you don't have children and this is just you single on your own, it could be that you don't have the permission from your landlord if you want to work from home. Maybe your insurance will tell you no, the insurance companies. I don't know, but let's have a look and see what the energies are. So the situation is the Fool. You want a brand new journey. You want to start something new. You want to grow and expand with the Three of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. A lot of child energy here. And we have the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. And the outcome, we have the Chariot. So some of you are definitely on the move. Definitely on the move here. You're thinking about your career, your long-term prospects, your skills, the skills that are going to need to be mastered. You may need to learn a new creative skill here to maybe enhance what it is that you want to do. But there's definitely, I feel like you've become too big wherever you are. You're expanding, you're growing, you're learning new things as well with the Page of Pentacles, but you're also learning that you can't rush into this. But I say Taurus, Taurus, you do kind of, no disrespect, you do move slowly, but I think that's because you do it with caution. So this could be the Page of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. It could be that you are learning to maybe, why is this not focusing? It's really annoying me. Okay, we'll do it like this. Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords. You're probably learning that you kind of need to stay focused. You need to make sure that you are kind of going at this full steam ahead. You're not getting distracted with anything when it comes to your career. With the Fool, it also tells me that you're ready to risk this. You're ready to start something new. You're ready to just say, do you know what? I'm going to take this leap of faith. I'm going to make this transition. I'm going to make sure that I have everything in place. And you're focusing a lot. What's the Divine Feminine then? The Ten of Wands to the Devil, to the Six of Pentacles, to the Six of Wands. Okay, for a lot of you, the world, new chapter with the world. High Priestess. Okay, a lot of you may want to have a look and see if you have a partner, if you have someone that you share responsibilities with, per se, when it comes to children, when it comes to your career, or a partnership in your career, partnership in business, partnership in finances. I feel like they do most of the legwork, if I'm being quite honest here, Taurus, with the Ten of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Wands to the Devil. It kind of makes me think that some of you have thought that because they're capable and they know what exactly it is that they're doing, you've just left it to them. And it could be that you've not been giving enough time and energy to this individual. But I do see that it changes, because it feels like to me you're taking accountability for that. You're like, okay, I've been lacking in that department, so with this divine feminine now, I need to make sure that I give equally to them. So say, for instance, you're separated with your partner and the children live with them, and you go and see the kids every so often. I feel like some of you may be picking up the slack moving forward. You may go see them maybe twice a week or 3 times a week, or I don't know, 4 times a week. You may do little things like put them to bed, come and give them a bath, pick them up from school, do the homework with them. I feel like you want to be a little bit more proactive in this, because the Six of Wands is there, which tells me that you are going to be successful in this. You are going to say, okay, well, this is what we're doing. Now, the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands, it feels like you're mastering something here. You're developing a skill when it comes to, it could be your career. It could be your children are teaching you things. It could be that you're learning from them. But I honestly think that it's you mastering something. You're learning something new when it comes to the creative side of things, something new that's going to be able to enhance your skills, so that you're confident in what it is that you're giving to whatever this new job is that you may want to start at home, or whatever this new thing is that you want to do. So before you leave your old job or your old career, or you make that complete switch, it could also be that if you do live together with an individual, you don't want to leave all the burdens with them when it comes to finances. So I feel like on the side you're mastering something, because you go from the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. So it feels like it's just that last little thing that you need to do. Maybe you just need to top up your degree, or maybe you just need to top up your skills, like get an extra certificate that's going to make you be able to work from home. Like I said, the insurance company, maybe the insurance company has said, like, well, have you got public liability insurance, and are you trained in this, that, or the other? And then you think no, but you kind of go back, you do it, but you do it quickly, because the Knight of Swords is there. So you're focused. You know that you want to do this. You know that this is something I want to do, and this is something that is going to work, and I'm going to make sure that I do it. So perception comes into that as well with the Moon here. Don't think, don't let your ego get in the way to thinking, oh, well, I'm already mastered at that. Why do I need to go and do more? Because if you want to move forward in the next 1 or 2 years, this is what you've got to do. Now, why and fork in the road? You've got Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. I think some of you that may want to now join forces when it comes to your shared responsibility with your children. I feel like the partner could be standing their ground no matter how much of an offer you make to them. So you're undecided, like how you want to approach this. What am I going to need to do to show them that I really do care, like I really do want to do this? So what's the advice on there for Taurus, please? Page of Swords, learning to communicate with each other, yeah, and the Empress, and showing them that you care, like genuinely, not just saying it because you want to get the best out of the situation, but showing that you understand, or showing that you're learning how to understand. You may not have been able to communicate your feelings a lot a lot in the past, but this person will begin to open up. And if this isn't another person and you're not having shared children with another individual, this is you, like, learning how to care for yourself, saying kinder words to yourself, being more compassionate with yourself through your communication, through your thoughts, like learn about yourself as well. I mean, the 10th house to the 5th house is, it is family, children, joy. I mean, we haven't even looked into sexuality, and with the divine feminine there, I think maybe for some of you, you could be wanting to tap into your divine feminine energy a little bit more, or you may want to explore other options when it comes to your sexuality. You know, you may want to go from being heterosexual to bisexual. You know, you may explore all of those, and those feelings may make you a little bit confused, forking the road, and why. You may be asking yourself, like, why, what is this, you know? And there's an option there for you. I mean, you've got the Chariot and the 6 of Wands, and like I said, this energy goes on for like a year or two, so it's not going to be instantaneous. It's an energy that you're going to have to work through for the next 1 to 2 years to really find out. And this is you finding out who you are, finding out what you really want in life, like how you want to be cared for, how you want to be pampered. Whatever you may have thought was going to be good for you when it comes to your career and to your children, maybe you're trying a different approach now. For a lot of you, maybe you're changing your perception and you're thinking, let me try this instead. Yeah, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I will see you in your next big transit I'll see you for your weekly reads, of course, but I'll see you in the next big transit when I'll be doing this again, when Uranus leaves your sign, thank God, and it goes into Gemini. Hello, Gemini. I was called to put a message out there for you guys for this solar eclipse that's happening in Aquarius in your 9th house. And then I'm going to also do a reading for you for the lunar eclipse that's happening in Virgo in your 4th house. So your 9th house is all about exploration, travel, education, your philosophy, your beliefs, how you view the world, you know, things that you've been brought up with, indoctrinated with. These energies will last for about 1 to 2 years. So it's a long process. You don't need to rush anything, but I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up, bookmark this, download it, refer back to it whenever you feel a little bit misguided and what it is that you need to do. But it brings in major new beginnings and major endings. So let's have a look at the energies that are surrounding you, or what it is that you are going to be doing when it comes to the 9th house for you. Okay, what do we have here? We have divine masculine. We have focus. And we have protection. Okay, so I'm not surprised to see this, because it could also be with education. It could also be like trust. When I mean trust, I mean like going out and getting grants for education, loans for education, protection as well. Like you're protected when it comes to the way that you travel, the way that you view the world, the way that I feel like you're being guided for some kind of reason here. With the divine masculine, it's also kind of, it's time for you to go out there and get what it is that you want, get what it is that you need. Don't be afraid as well to change your views and change your beliefs, because 9th house is foreign things, education, religion, you know, things that you were brought up with. So if you're changing your belief system, if you're changing the way you travel, or you're wanting to travel more, or you're wanting to travel less, knowing that you're protected through all of that as well. Okay, knowing that with the divine masculine, it's now time for you to kind of move along with this, get things in action. So with the fourth house, when Virgo goes into your fourth house with the lunar eclipse, we have squares, tension. Everyone's been getting this. We have moon, perception. And then we have Venus, beloved. So fourth house is your private life. Fourth house is all about the home, the family, your parents. It's also about your, if some of you maybe want to move. I'm hearing some of you may want to move as well at this time, Gemini. Okay, let's get the advice for you for Gemini. So the advice is knowing that this is the beginning of a new life. Okay, and then you knowing as well, deep knowing, right? So let's get some cards out and see where we're going with this. But from what I see here, Gemini, I have to say that it could be that for some of you, you could be ending and starting in a new location. You may decide that you want to move, uproot and move away from your family, move away from your beliefs, your old systems, the way of you doing things. It could be that you move, you travel to go do education in a foreign land. It could be that a lot of you are deciding that, you know, I'm going to scrap my old life completely. I mean, it may not even be that drastic. It may just be that you put a desk at the bottom of, I don't know, your stairs and decide that this is where I'm going to study, and it's going to be my private space, and I'm going to put pictures around that make me feel like I'm abroad and I'm in a foreign place. It doesn't need to be like a drastic thing, but it is a major new beginning and a major ending. We have the Magician, which is all about creations. We have the Hangman. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Empress. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Home card, the Four of Wands. We have the Seven of Pentacles as advice. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Five of Cups. I'm going to get one more because I don't really like leaving it. It's that's better. And we have the Emperor. Okay, so for a lot of you Geminis, I can see here that you're trying to create something. You're trying to bring something in. You're trying to bring something in. I feel like you know deep down, you have a deep knowing that you can create this new environment, this new life. But for some reason, you're waiting. I feel like you're waiting to go and travel. You're waiting to go. Or for some of you, it could be that you are elevating when it comes to your travel, your explorations, you know, what it is you want to do. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you will be looking after yourself a lot better. The Queen of Cups there tells me that you are pouring into yourself. If this isn't yourself, this could be around a mother figure when it comes to the home. For some of you, your mum may decide to move in with you, or you move in with your mum, or you move in with parents, or they move in with you. It could cause a little bit of tension, but you know, with the Empress here and Venus, I feel like you naturally do want to take care of your family. You do want to take care of them, your parents especially, because fourth house is all about parents. Fourth house is also about a mother figure, and we have the Empress here and the Queen of Cups. So it does tell me that this is something to do with your mum. And it could be that with the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, they do decide that, you know, either you decide to move in with them or they move in with you temporarily, or it could be within like the 1-2 years. I'm not sure why tension is here. Let's find out if we can get a little bit more on here. But I feel like you may have paused your need or your desire to go to do your traveling, because this may come out of nowhere from you. You may think they may just ask you, like, feel like there's something going on with them. It's not you. And you have to drop everything. The Hangman. It's like you have to drop everything, and now you're thinking, you know, where does that leave my plans? I was making sure that I wanted to do all of this, and now I have to kind of drop everything. But with tension, we've got the Four of Swords, so there's healing there. I feel like you view your home and private life as something that's really peaceful. So that's why I said I feel like it's them, it's not you. You're quite at peace. Ah, okay. Can you see that? I know what this is about. So I feel you've got 2 moon cards here now. So Gemini, in the past, I feel like you have helped. You've helped and helped and helped, because I'm saying past because you've got the 5 of Cups there, right? You've helped in the past, and it's a case of now when I need help, no one's there to give it to me. So yeah, I feel left out, and I feel like I have to do this. I feel like I'm having to do this because they're my parents. Oh my God. Okay. Could this be about a lie that was told to you when you were younger? Like, this is how family is, this is how family work. We're supposed to be there for each other, but then when you need them, they're not there, or they make excuses as to why they can't be there. It's like, oh, I've got my own things that I need to deal with. But it's like when they need you, you have to drop everything. At the drop of the hat, you have to be there, because this is how family works. This is what it's really about. You know, this is how we've been brought up. This is how we're grounded and we're rooted in all of this. But I see here with the King of Wands and the 8 of Cups, like, you walk away. You're like, I can't do this anymore. You do walk away. You probably turn around and say no, because you want to reserve your peace and your happiness. You do things differently. You're like, you see this as an opportunity now for you to do things differently. There's something that's happened in the back of all of this. It could be with the King of Cups there, the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. You're going through maybe counseling or therapy. You're seeking advice from someone that has made you see that your investments in the past has just led you to disappointment. It's like you've invested in your family so much in the past that it has always been when they had a disappointment, or when they were going through a moment in their life where it was like all hell break loose, where you were grounded in your own self, Gemini, but they are not. So for me, this, I have to be honest, I can't really see a lot of 9th house placements in this when it comes to the traveling, but I can see a lot of the 4th house. This is something that may overtake that transit. Or it could be that you say, do you know what, here's the keys to my house and I'm buggering off, and you just decide to go travel the world. You're like, I can't be in the same place as you. 8 of Cups, you're walking away. So it could be that you decide, I'm going to go travel for a year. This is like an opportunity now for me to do something differently, and I'm going to say, okay, well, you run the house, but for now I'm walking away, I'm going. Because we've got the Emperor there, which is you taking charge with this new life of yours. You know, and I feel like some of you already know that this is coming. Some of you have an inclination of this is like, it's like, I already know this is coming, and I've already made plans for myself. So I know that when they come knocking and they're like, I never, and you're like, yeah, cool, here's the keys, my bags are packed, I'm off. And you just decide to go. Or it could be that you decide that you're going to uni instead. You know, you may feel like you're tired, you don't want to be dealing with the dramas that are going on in your home life, and you kind of like, I love you, I care for you, I love you, I care for you, but it's like you take the keys now, you do what you want to do. Something around that aspect, you know, it's making me think, okay, I do want to find out though what this focus is with the divine masculine and the protection. So let's get a little bit more out on this and see where we're going with this. Let's see what the divine masculine is and focus and protection is for Gemini. So we've got King of Cups, Five of Cups, Three of Swords, and Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're standing your ground now. You're like, this is about to do with past heartbreak and heart disappointments, letdowns, feeling let down, feeling like no one's there for you. You're not seen, you're not heard, I'm hearing. It's like no matter how many times you say this to your parents, how many times you communicate this, that maybe you want a private life, maybe I just want to be left alone, I don't want my space to be crowded over, I don't want my space to be, my space is my haven, you know, and I need that to be just that. So it could be a father figure for some of you. Childhood, yeah. Six of Cups. This is definitely something to do with childhood. Knight of Swords, the Moon, the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Wow, this is all about you building your foundations all over again, Gemini. 444 is foundations. You're learning to heal yourself. You're learning to commit to yourself. You're learning to see with this Four of Cups. It does make me think that you should be careful with this though. Like Knight of Swords is like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. You may just miss out on an opportunity here. It feels like you may be being offered something, but because you're so distracted with all this that's going on, you could miss out on something. So just be careful with that as well. Yeah, you're planning. You're like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. I'm not staying here for this. But you are protected. You're protected through this. You're protected through this journey of your healing, of your growth, of you putting your boundaries up, of you putting your foot down and saying, enough. I'm not a child anymore. I have my own dreams. I have my own hopes. I have my own aspirations. This is my home and I can explore it the way I want to, even the way I raise my children. That's up to me. It's down to me. It's not to you. But I definitely think that if you're not already doing this, counseling, therapy work is going to be really, really beneficial to you. It's going to help you a lot. Not just for this transit, but for the next 1 to 2 years, because the energies linger on, Gemini. Okay, I will see you back here with your weekly read next week. Take care. Cancer, I was doing your reading for a good 10 minutes, and then I realised I wasn't recording the video. So you may be forgetful because you're doing too much right now. So just double check everything, okay? This reading is for the solar eclipse that's happening in Aquarius on the 17th of February. And then we have a lunar eclipse that's happening in Virgo on the 3rd of March. And primarily these eclipses are taking place in your 8th house and your 3rd house. Now, 3rd house is all about your siblings, the way you communicate, schooling for your siblings or your children, short trips as well when it comes to traveling. So the way you travel back and forth to your local grocery store or your school that you drop your children off, or your daily walks that you go on, you could change the routine up on that. So solar and lunar eclipses bring in major new beginnings and major endings, and it lasts for about 1 or 2 years. So this is a slow change inside you, where you may decide that you then want to communicate it out to the world because of your 3rd house placement. So the 8th house is all about death, inheritance, shared finances, taxes, debts as well. Let me just make sure that I am, yeah, assets of others. So it could be like an inheritance or a windfall from someone passing away in your family, an extended family that you once took care of a very long time ago, but you lost contact, but that person has always kept you in their mind as to say, Cancer was the only one that really came through for me when I needed it. I may leave a portion of my will to Cancer. It could also mean shared finances. So if you're living with someone, their finances could increase or decrease. It's a polarity. It can go both ways. It can be an inheritance. It can be a loss. It can be good. It can be bad. Do you know what I'm saying? But I've laid all your cards out for you. And the energies that we got out was relief, home, and trust. So because this is happening in your 8th house and your 3rd house, it makes me feel like trust the process of these energies when it comes to the solar and lunar eclipse on the 17th of February and the 3rd of March. There's something in your home that may happen. It could bring relief to you. So like I said, your partner may get a promotion. If they have their own business, they could really hit it off. They could even win a lottery and it brings relief to the home. If it's not that, it could be that your siblings have finished schooling and they want to come to you and stay with you. It could be that they decide that, you know, I don't like where I'm living. I need to get out of this relationship. I know what, I'll go to Cancer. But I feel you have a lot going on already with the 9 of Wands. There's a lot going on. 9 of Wands with the 2 of Pentacles. You have a lot going on. And you're kind of like, right, okay, but you do it. You may not do it. You may do it, because you've got building blocks there as well, and you've got your future, and you've got dignified and strength. So, you know, you've got these 2 cards here where you're looking at your future. So the North Node placements in your chart is going to be quite important for you as well. So please do look at those. But what makes me think that someone's coming to come and ask you to stay with you in the home, you also have your ascendant, which is entrance. Also look at your rising. I forgot to say, this is for Cancer rising. So these readings, that just completely threw me off. So these readings are primarily for the rising placements in your chart. So your birth chart, go look at your birth chart online. It's free. Date, time, location, birthday. And it will give you your sun, moon, and rising. So your rising is where you're having these transits go through. And the transits are happening in your 8th and your 3rd house. Okay, Aquarius and Virgo. So you do have someone coming in to either your home or your space that you've built, and it's very much, you know, based on the cards, not your rising, not the positions, sorry, because you've got 8th house, which is death, inheritance, taxes, and then 3rd house is communication, siblings, and so on and so forth. But what I was trying to get at and say is that you also have the here and now card, and here and now you have the 9 of Wands. You are tired. The truth is, Cancer, you are down to the bone, physically exhausted. You're tired, but this is still saying do not give up. It's like you're nearly there. Okay, trust in the process of all of this. And then we have building blocks and serendipity. Okay, I feel like you were at the right place at the right time in order for you to build a stronger foundation for yourself. So it's like utilize the energies that are around you. You will get relief. Okay, you will find relief in all of this, because it could be that it's a major ending where you stop giving to people when they have a shitstorm in their life and they come running to you. You may think, no, it's enough, it's done. And you want to build something else for yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as it stands right now, your energies, Cancer, you have the Moon, the 3 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So you're dealing with not only a heartbreak, but a lie. a lie that was told to you from childhood, or it's like past memories. It could be memories because the moon is here and the moon is all about the subconscious. A lie that was embedded into you from childhood in saying that, you know, you have the responsibility to take care of your siblings. It's your job. And because that 8th house is being activated in the solar eclipse, you may end all of that. You may end that idea completely. And then you begin to communicate this to others. Like, you begin to trust yourself. You begin to trust. Can you see that? Trust. You begin to trust in your own judgment, in your own clarity. I think for a long time you were clouded by certain things. You couldn't really see a lot of things. But with the High Priestess, the first card that came out in your reading, it also tells me, Cancer, that you hold a lot of secrets. There are a lot of things you keep to yourself. There are a lot of secrets that you keep hidden. You hide a lot of your feelings as well. You're like, I don't want to cause an argument. I don't want to cause a disruption. I don't want to cause a fight. So you keep things to yourself. But this lunar eclipse and this solar eclipse, especially the lunar eclipse in your 3rd house, it's like you decide to do things different this time. You change things up and you say to them, look, for a long time, I've had to juggle between my life and my siblings' life and my responsibilities that you told me that I was bound to. But I'm not doing that anymore because you got the Fool card. I'm learning how to love myself. And yes, it could cause a little bit of heartache to others that are around me, but I need to think about my future. I need to think about my future. So I feel this lunar eclipse and this solar eclipse for you, Cancer, is very much that you communicating this to your siblings or to yourself especially, but also realizing that you can't carry on like this. You will reach burnout. You cannot carry on like this. It's not your job or your responsibility to save the day. I mean, I don't know what that lie is either, but it's up to you. If you want to keep people's secrets and lies, you know, but I would rather I would decompartmentalize my headspace and let it go. So let's get some advice for you, because these were kind of what you were going to be working on, the issues that will come up. So the advice, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now, this could be one or two things. It could be that you need to shut these people out just momentarily so that you can get some silence. Page of Wands. Do a little bit of exploring, curiosity there. It could be your sibling as well. And then we have the Death card. Okay. What's the Page of Wands? Because I know what the 5 of Pentacles is and what needs to change. Something needs to change. Nothing's going to change unless you make this change, Cancer. That's what they're saying. There's the change. Thank you, Source, for that. Okay. There it is. Okay. The Knight of Swords to the Star to the 8 of Cups. This is you finally putting yourself first, being focused on yourself, and that's where the relief comes, and you detaching. See what I was saying about you decompartmentalizing those things? It's like you don't need that anymore. You need to be focusing on you. So the 5 of Pentacles to the Page of Wands is shut whoever you need to shut out and then just let it die naturally. This is a death process. Everyone doesn't take change. So some people may be a little bit immature about it. When you come out and you're like, I can't do this anymore, I've got other things that I need to concentrate on. It could be that you have children that you need to concentrate on. It could be that you are trying to do in child healing. It could be that you want to go out and explore and do just small getaways, and you don't want any more responsibility. For those that are retired, it's like this is, and it could be that your siblings come and ask you to stay over and they've got like a handful of kids. You're like, mine are grown and gone. I don't need to do this anymore. I want to go out and explore the world now. Knight of Swords to the Page of Wands is I'm focused on just doing things differently, like being passionate and creative and going out and exploring the world. And it's not my time to do that anymore. So it's healing and it's detaching, walking away. It doesn't serve you anymore. This lack of mindset as well, where you feel left out, you feel like you're the one that has to carry the load, you're the one that has to do everything. It needs to go. The death card is a funny card because you can read it in so many ways. So when in the original deck, you know, there is a baby, a young child, a king, and the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is blessing death, like to cross over, to go into the moon, right? It's like you walk that path, you've shed and let go. Now you need to walk the darkness, knowing that you're going to come out into the light. The baby is playing with the death, the Grim Reaper, because he knows he's none the wiser. He's like, oh, who's this? You know, I'm curious. I want to know. And the young child is turning away because she's scared. And then the king is dead, because even the king realizes that death is inevitable. It's part of our process. And what that metaphorically represents is that everybody handles change differently. So whatever stage or phase that you are in your life, you're going to handle death differently. You may decide to turn away because you're too scared to face it. It's change. It's uncomfortable. You may decide, I'm curious, where's this path going to lead? You know, you may be the king. You may accept it and say, okay, cool, let me just let it go. Let me sit still. Let me know that this is a process. And if you're completely elevated spiritually, you will be the Hierophant that takes it as a blessing. And you will know deep down inside you that there's better to come. Okay? That's what I have for you, Cancer. Take care. Leo rising. Hello and welcome to your special reading for the solar eclipse that's happening in Aquarius and the lunar eclipse that is happening in Virgo. Now, I wanted to put a special message out there for everyone to kind of see what energies are pertaining to them specifically. So, Leo, you have, as a Leo rising, you have Aquarius in the solar eclipse transiting your second house, and then you have Virgo for the lunar eclipse transiting your seventh house. What does this mean? Second house is all about your possessions, your finances, how you make your money, what you see valuable, things that are precious to you, your belongings. Seventh house, what does this mean? Seventh house is all about your relationship, your marriage, relationships with everything. So it could be romantic, well, it's romantic partnerships. It's not so much relationships with siblings, because that's the third house. Mother is the fourth, father is the 10th, so on and so forth. But yours is seventh house, which is particularly pertaining to relationships. So this lunar eclipse and solar eclipse will bring in either a major new beginning or a major ending. So you could get, if you're single, you may find a relationship. You may find that you get yourself into a relationship with someone that's maybe different to your normal type. It could mean that you end a relationship because you don't see value in the relationship any longer. Relationships, marriage, relationships, partnerships, marriage. Could be partnerships in business as well for you, because you have Aquarius going into your second house, which is all about collectiveness. You may decide that you want to add a partnership, bring in a new business partner into your business, or it could be that you want to kind of go on your own and do something with a collective instead, because of Aquarius there. But I want to get the energies out for you, so let's have a look and see. Now, one thing I wanted to say as well, Leo, is these energies linger for about 1 to 2 years. So don't rush the process of this. It's just very much advice on what's going to happen, or I want to pick up on the energies to see what's happening. Source has been telling me to do this. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, because I've not done a lengthy video like this ever, where it's all signs, but Source was like, it's fine, I'll guide you, Sharifa, we'll do what we need to do. So I'm trusting in that as well. Oh, look at that. You have affluence. You have home. And then we have transmute. I do trust Source. And this does pertain to your relationships, to your marriage, to your partnerships. So it could be that there's something that we dig and find out there about what's happening in your relationships. It could be that some of you have the required skill to transmute the relationship, to change the energies in the home, or you're having to change the energies in the home. Affluence is really nice as well, because it's like you influence the destination of this relationship. You influence how you make your money as well. You could decide that you want to work from home. For a lot of you, you could decide that you want to change up your workspace in the home. You could decide that you want to extend your workspace in the home. Okay. We have Cancer, immerse. We have root. See where we're going with this, Leo. And then we have 10th house, which is all about work and career. Like I said, business partnerships, you could decide that you want to work from home. It could be that you need to transmute your space, change your space up so that you accommodate other people to come into your house. Or you could, like I said, want to provide, why am I hearing that? Counseling within the home, to partnerships, to partners, to marriages, to married couples. Okay. Must be out there, must be for someone out there. We have blessed, beautiful energies, Leo. Okay, we have orphaned, which I think that is something you're going to be shedding and releasing. And then we have higher power. There's Source showing himself or herself. Lovely. These are beautiful energies, Leo. I do like this. So let's see where we're going with this. Okay. So 10th house, authority, Cancer, immerse yourself, like fully commit to whatever it is that you're doing here. Be it a relationship, be it the way you make money through your work, and the root as well. Root and home is the way you see yourself, how you value yourself, like being confident enough to know, because orphaned is all about feeling that people don't understand you, that there's a misconception around your identity, or you're feeling like you're left out of situations. But with blessed and higher power there, Leo, my God, you need to know that this is amazing energies, that you are divinely guided right now. And I know that we have Jupiter going into your sign as well in summer. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be bloody amazing. We have the Chariot. Nice. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Strength card, which is you showing up. There's that divinely time and placed energy with the Wheel of Fortune. These are beautiful cards, Leo. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Fool. So you're ending something here, the Chariot and the Six of Swords. You're moving away from something. We have the Four of Wands, which is the home. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration and cooperation. And then we have the Nine of Wands with the orphaned in this section here. Okay. What have we got here? So for a lot of you, I can see that you're being guided. The Chariot is a card of hard control, like you're being steered into a different direction here when it comes to relationships, marriages, the way you earn your money, but it's victorious energy. It's a victory with the Eight of Pentacles, is that you working on something as well. You're being guided with the Six of Swords and the Chariot to move and to master your skill. There's something here that you are mastering, you're perfecting, you're dedicating yourself. And Cancer as well, with the immerse, is you immersing yourself in one thing. Put in all your focus, put in all your attention, put in all your love and joy into this craft of yours. You have affluence. You have amazing cards, by the way, Leo. I've done 6 readings. You're the 7th, and you are the best by so far. No disrespect to the others, but they had a lot of psychological rooted issues. I mean, we can see it in your reading if it comes up, but for now, it's like, great job here, Leo. Great job. There's something that you're being asked to be strong about, though, or like to tame that inner critical voice of yours. Don't allow it to get to the better of you. What's that? Don't allow it to get to the better of you, okay, or the best of you, like where you say, oh, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, which is that orphaned energy, right? 6 of Pentacles. Okay, it could be that a lot of people this time are needing your attention, your care, your resources, but making sure that it's equaled as well and it's balanced. All right, what's the Four of Wands, please, source? What's the Four of Wands? The Knight of Swords, the Seven of Wands. Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Death, Nine of Swords to the Ace of Cups. Okay, some of you are transmuting a relationship. You could have a conversation during this period where you're learning to listen and learning to bring your barriers down, your defense wall up, down, so that you allow your partner to come in. You may heal the situation by transmuting the energy, so it's not a complete walking away, because I can see you're worried about it with the Nine of Swords there, but with the Ace of Cups next to it, it's like it can be revived. This is a love that can be worked on, it can be healed, it can be rejuvenated, I want to say. But you do need to learn how to bring your barriers down. The Knight of Swords is someone that is quite racy in their conversations, in the way they converse, in the way they communicate. So I feel like with this 7th house energy of the relationships, the marriage, the business partnerships, I don't see a lot of pentacles apart from the Page of Pentacles, which is a novice. So you may have an idea that you want to bring forth, but it's having to let something go in the process of it as well. I mean, Four of Wands is the home card, and you do have home here. You have transmute and you have the Death card. So it's definitely telling me that something within the home needs to be changed. And you have the influence to do. You are influential in this. So the conversation that you have within your partnership and within the home is going to be very, very highly substantial in how you move forward. It may need to be handled delicately, because Page of Pentacles to the Four of Swords, this individual's mind, they may be a bit vulnerable. They may not take what it is that you have to say well, or they may not know how to dissect it or how to translate it, because it could be like, I hear you, but I don't understand you. So you may need to get on the same page with each other, and the way to do that is to work together. Three of Pentacles, making sure that they are understanding you. Don't come off as an authoritative figure. Don't come off as someone that's quite, we're going to do it this way and this is the way we're doing it. No, you have to compromise. Okay, this is all about compromising with each other, making sure that you are both on the same page, that you're both comfortable, that you're both happy. And if you can't reach a decision, Leo, because it's a lunar and solar eclipse, it could just be that you think, well, you want to go one way and I want to go another way. The only solution is for us to walk our own path. And it isn't a bad thing, because this is meant to put you on a course correct. Wheel of Fortune, Chariot, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. The universe is working on course correcting you. So don't look at it as a bad thing. Now, if you decide that you want to stay and you want to make the relationship work, it's going to need effort, because those cards they're not easy cards. It will require effort, but I feel like you have the affluence, you have the power to change this to your advantage and to your benefit, for both of you, not just for you. Okay, it's just going to need a little bit of work. And I feel like getting to the root of the problem as well is something that needs to be addressed here. Like, don't be painting flour over it. You need to get to the root of it and dissect it, break it down, and then build it back up again. Okay, so you are going to need strength for this. They're saying you're going to need strength for it, and you're going to need to be a little bit flexible. Okay, Leo, like, it's not a complete bending over backwards. It's just a case of, I'll meet you halfway, you meet me halfway. Now, Wheel of Fortune to 3 of Cups to the Fool, being blessed, high power, feeling a little bit orphaned. Something is changing here. Okay, everyone has had the 6 of Cups. Absolutely everyone. So this is something to do with childhood, maybe the way you were raised within your family or your siblings. But because this is happening in your 7th house and your second house, it feels like whatever this was rooted in from your childhood is now affecting your marriage and your relationships and the way you even have a relationship with money. This could even be tied to the way you have a relationship with money. I feel like you were blessed from the word go. I feel like it was fated and destined as well. Look at that. Blessed from the word go, 6 of Wands. There's something here that you can overcome, but I feel like it's going to take a lot of work for you to see how blessed you are, for you to open your eyes. Yeah, because right now you're confused. But with the 9 of Cups, there we go. And there we go. Right, this is, like I said, dark night of the soul. So your relationship with money, 10 of Pentacles, your relationship with money, it needs to change the way you view money, the way you view yourself in how you make your money, saying that you're not worthy of the money that's coming into you. Or it could be that you need to do a lot of soul reflection. You need to go deep down and get to the root of the issue when it comes to your money. Why it is that money comes in and goes out, why it is that you can't seem to find a partner that is able to sustain a job for a long time, why is it you find a partner that you have to care for. 3 of Cups to the Empress. You know, why is it that I'm always having to look after my partner? Why is it that my money is tied to them? Some of you could care for your partner. Okay, you could be a carer for your partner, but they want you to heal that relationship and know that you need to restore your faith in either the relationship with your partner or the relationship that you have with money, because 7th house, 2nd house is relationship with money. Yeah, but there's something here from childhood that needs to be worked on. 3 of Pentacles. I mean, these 2 cards heading the reading, 4 of Wands to 3 of Pentacles, it's all about you accomplishing something, but the only way you're going to accomplish it is if you are cooperating, if you're willing to work with others. Okay, Fool card, let's get a look what the Fool is. I've overrun, so I need to stop this very, very soon, but I'm not going to rush. What is the Fool card? Thank you. We have the 7 of Wands, starting a new journey, Leo, but one where you know without a doubt that you're going to make it, that you're going to succeed. 7 of Cups has come back out with the Empress. Okay. This is all in your head. You're conflicted in your head. Did your mum ever tell you that you couldn't do certain things? Did she ever make you think that you weren't good enough? Because this is a message for someone's mum out there that did say that to a Leo. They used to say to you, your head's in the cloud, Leo, get down from there. You need to be practical. You need to look at reality. Like, the reality is that you're only going to succeed if your creative work's not going to allow you to achieve success. you're going to be able to achieve success through hard work and diligence and routine and structure. No. That needs to, I mean, we live in a world now, I mean, we're bloody living in an Aquarius world where it's just bizarre, it's different, it's unusual, it's innovative, it's forward thinking, it's incorporating AI with communication and the work that you do, but also having something there that is of your true sense of value and true sense of self-worth. So all of this is like you need to really have a look and see how your core value, your locus of evaluation, your conditions of worth, how has that manifested into the ability to stop you from really pursuing your dreams, Leo? Those conditions of worth that you were raised with as a child, those need to be broken, shed, let go, and completely start a new journey. Because Source is saying to you here, you're blessed. You have a divine connection. You have a connection to the divine source, to divine power. Use that, utilize that, and listen to yourself a little bit more. Okay, take care.